All right, Fence Corner, welcome to it. I'm joined today by Ngegu, my brother Bongani here. We've just watched Mamelodi Sundowns versus Kaizer Chiefs. Sundowns winning that game by 2-1. Bongs, welcome to Fence Corner.
Thank you, Bishop. Thank you, Mr. Malatula.
Yeah, we just watched the game together there. We saw Kaizer Chiefs losing 2-1 to Mamelodi Sundowns. What was your take on the game today?
Yeah, today we expected a win from the obvious team, but then it wasn't easy for them.
Yeah.
Because especially in the second half, we saw a very change in game against Mamelodi Sundowns.
Yeah. What do you think won it for them? Where do you think Sundowns won the game?
I could say that they were very lucky. Especially at the end.
Yeah.
Towards the end of the game.
Yeah.
Because especially in the second half, Kaizer Chiefs, they came with a different strategy.
Yeah.
They started pressing the Mamelodi Sundowns team, and then that's when now Mamelodi Sundowns, they started to change a bit.
Yeah.
But then they played very, very well.
Yeah. First half, we saw Kaizer Chiefs struggling to deal with Mamelodi Sundowns. What is it that they got wrong in the first half, which they did right in the second half?
I could say that Kaizer Chiefs, especially in the first half, they gave Mamelodi Sundowns too much respect.
Yeah.
In a sense that they couldn't play, especially at the back. There was no connection with the middle field, so they had to always, play those aerial
balls. Yeah. So the connection from the defense to the midfield and also to the attackers as well was not there. One of my other biggest worries with the aerial balls is that one of the basic rules of football is that once you kick the ball up, it's no longer yours. It automatically becomes a 50-50 ball, and we saw Kaizer Chiefs do that a lot in the first half, where they just win the ball and then they kick it back to Mamelodi Sundowns in the form of long aerial balls, and it didn't work for them. And of course, we saw in the second half, and also because of the changes that they made, Chiefs playing a little bit better than they did in the first half. Perhaps a little bit too late, because they already conceded a goal. Sundowns were lucky in the first half to get the goal, but they also were unlucky to miss some clear-cut chances. They should have buried the game much earlier, like Coach Rani did say. I felt that in the second half they came a little bit better, where they were trying to play the ball, but first half they just didn't play the ball at all, and they allowed Sundowns to play indeed. Which player were you more impressed with?
I could say that the Kaizer Chiefs goalkeeper,
Peterson.
Yeah, Peterson. He played very, very well.
Yeah.
He made those wonderful saves.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, that is how football runs. Sometimes you play very well, and then in the last minute, then you to make those mistakes.
Yeah, he did have a very complex game, because he had a very good saves against Sundowns 1-on-1, but he also had two blunders. I mean, there was a blunder in the first half which led to the first goal, but there we blame him together with the defenders. But in the second goal, I mean, it's just him. He didn't hold on to the ball. So it's quite similar to what we saw with Banyana, where goalkeeper Swart had a very good game in the last 16 game, but also made a mistake which led to a goal. So looking at this Mamelodi Sundowns team, okay, we spoke about this in previous videos with other brothers. They were saying that they don't see the same Sundowns as they saw last season. It looks like a Sundowns that is beatable. What is your take on that?
Yeah, Sundowns, during the past years, they played very, very well.
Yeah.
They were too intimidating. However, as time goes on now, with those little changes that they make, so the PSL teams, they now have a strategy to play against Sundowns.
Yeah.
Just like Kaizer Chiefs did, especially in the second half.
Yeah, only in the second half, because in the first half they just allowed Sundowns was all over. I mean, at some point the ball position was above 79% to Sundowns.
Yeah. So as I was saying, that as Mulifenseki pointed that, when we can press these Mamelodi Sundowns players, especially in the middle of the park.
Yeah.
That's when the play starts.
Yeah.
So if you can play them there, then they don't have much, moves.
Yeah.
To move the ball.
Yeah.
So that's where now Kaizer Chiefs, they started to gain momentum, and then they got those chances.
Yeah. Sundowns are very good at pressing you and to frustrating their opponents by pressing them. We also saw them do that against Kaizer Chiefs today, where Kaizer Chiefs could not breathe in the first half. Even when they had the ball, Sundowns was pressing them, and then they ended up losing the ball, and sometimes they had to kick it away and kick it in long passes and aerial passes. But second half, we also saw Kaizer Chiefs trying to press Mamelodi Sundowns, especially a little bit up front, where they were able to win some balls, and it also allowed them to play a little bit. Now, Tapelo Masego, you saw him on the left flank, Mamelodi Sundowns. What did you make of him? He won man of the match. What did you make of him?
Yeah, that boy is troublesome.
Yeah.
He gave Frosler, a bit of a run, especially in the first half.
Yeah.
But then in the second half, Frosler, he came up with a strategy, and then they started to change him to play on the other side.
Yeah.
But then, he played very, very well today.
Yeah. All right. Going forward, Sundowns, do you think they're still going to dominate the league? I mean, there are 2 games out of 2. They've won 6 points in the bag. They are already log leaders. Zisuga, what do you think is going to happen going forward, especially having looked at the other games such as Pirates as well? Do you think there's competition this season?
Yeah. There will be competition.
Yeah.
These teams, they are so serious about this particular premiership. So they are playing very, very well. So Sundowns is going to have, a fight.
Okay. Or the other teams are playing well. So Sundowns.
They are playing very, very well.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much, Nyambose. We meet again in another fixture.
Thank you very much, Mr. Malatule.
Sure.
Awe.